Hi, Miss Kimmy here from Kidspiration Academy. Today, we're going to be going over the ecosystem of a cave. Are you ready? Let's jump in. Thriving caves have something called an ecosystem, or a community of living organisms like plants, animals, and microbes that interact with one another and their non-living environment. There are two main components that contribute to a cave's ecosystem: biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors, or living things, include plants, animals, and microorganisms within the ecosystem. Abiotic factors, or non-living things, include sunlight, water, soil, air, and temperature. It's kind of like a puzzle where you need all the pieces in order to create the full picture. An important part of the cave's ecosystem is a food web. A food web is a complex network showing the interconnected feeding relationships between different organisms in an ecosystem, illustrating how energy and nutrients flow through the community. A simple example of a food web starts with the sun. The sun provides the energy for a plant to grow. When a caterpillar eats the plant, it gains the nutrients it needs. If a bird eats the caterpillar, nutrients and energy is then transferred to the bird. This is not a food web, but a food chain. When you start adding more organisms into the group, however, it begins to create a web. So, another organism that can eat a caterpillar is a mouse, but he can also eat a plant. We can then add that a cat can eat a mouse, but the cat can also eat a bird. And now we're starting to see where the food web is starting to form. Solution caves have an ecosystem that is unique to their environment. The food web that it contains is specialized for the biotic organisms living in that environment. So, what is their food web? Well, it starts out with three primary food sources: organic debris, which is plant matter that has been washed into the cave either through a storm or brought in by animals; bacteria, which creates their own organic compound or breaks down organic matter; and guano, also known as bat poop, which is rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, providing essential nutrients for cave life that otherwise relies on scarce organic matter from the outside world. These three components are the main food sources in a cave. From there, you see where food chains come together to form a web. The guano nutrients help support the cave cricket's life, but also the cockroaches. The organic debris nutrients transfers to the western blind cave beetle and to the amphipod, and the microflora or bacteria provides nutrients for the amphipod as well. This transfer of energy from one organism to another is how a solution cave becomes a healthy and thriving environment for its biotic inhabitants. So, whether you are a microorganism or decomposer providing nutrients for biotic organisms living in a cave, or you are an omnivore or herbivore providing nutrients for a predator, each factor, either biotic or living, and abiotic or not living, work together to create a thriving ecosystem in a solution cave. Hey, welcome back. Did you know that caves have their own ecosystem that consists of biotic and abiotic factors? That is fantastic. Well, now it's your turn to create your own cave. So you are going to need to get the items listed on the screen, as well as an adult to help you out with some of these steps. Start by placing a white sheet of paper or any colored paper in a gallon Ziploc bag. Next, use a Sharpie to draw the outline of a cave. If you don't want to do it yourself, there is a template you can print out in the printable section. Try to include features such as stalactites, stalagmites, columns, soda straws, flow stone, underground lakes, and a sump. Once you are done drawing your features, go ahead and color them. You can draw some of the plants in the cave, as well as some of the biotic organisms. When you are done, create a flashlight out of cardstock or any stronger material. You can make your cave a challenge by making the light on the flashlight smaller, or make it easier by creating a wider light. Cut this out and set aside. Finally, replace the white paper in the gallon bag with a black piece of paper, and then insert your flashlight. See how many organisms and cave features you can identify. You can also swap with a friend. Did you have fun with the craft? I did. I think my favorite part was using the flashlight to find all of the biotic organisms. It's now time for us to start on our interactive notebook, so make sure you have all of your items out, and let's get ready. Today's interactive notebook page consists of looking at the biotic organisms and discovering which other biotic factors transfer their nutrients to the other in this cave ecosystem. You can either research to fill this out or pause the screen and jot the answers down. Once you are done, tape a clear page on top and then write with a Sharpie the different levels of the pyramid, with microorganisms and decomposers on the bottom, omnivores and herbivores in the middle, and predators at the top.
So what we did is we made this paper show what each stuff and what stuff comes from, and like a spider web. And watch this. Cool. Yeah, isn't it?
To make this more interactive, create a physical web using string connecting the different solution cave organisms.
I really like writing down what I found, following the string in the sand corn.
Well, that's it for today. I hope you had fun learning about the ecosystem of a cave, which is an area where living organisms, or biotic factors like plants and animals, interact with each other and their non-living, or abiotic, environment, including water, soil, and air, as a dynamic system. I hope to talk to you guys soon, so make sure to pick up when I call. Have a great one. Bye! If you like this educational video, make sure to like and follow. Also, visit our social media page for links to all associated materials. We are Kidspiration Academy, helping grow minds, hearts, and curiosities. Have a great one.